Hello everyone, let's open up the most expensive booster box to date. Now I really wasn't planning on opening this or even buying this because it was so expensive, but since I could get it at a discount, in Europe they were selling for 255 euros at some point. I believe it's a little bit cheaper now. But yeah, that's still expensive but acceptable. Ultimate Masters, the final Masters set. Well, let's take a look. There are some very nice reprints in here, but also some that aren't very nice. Ah, look at that. The box topper. I have heard some stories about it being crushed during shipping and such, but yeah, let's just see how mine will be. There. A whole bunch of packs, and the order of the packs, oh well, the cards in the packs, is slightly different than we are used to. These are manufactured in Japan and therefore they are backwards. So we first will see the token, then the foil, then the rare, uncommons and uncommons. Well, that makes unboxing a whole lot faster, doesn't it? So we started with an ooze. We have our first foil, Verdant Eidolon, and our first rare, Vexing Devil. When Vexing Devil enters the battlefield, any opponent may have it deal 4 damage to them. If a player does, sacrifice Vexing Devil. It's a 4/3 for 1 mana. There. Let's just have it like this. Counter Squall, Rise from the Tides, and Rolling Temblor. Now the rest, I won't really go over the commons. It's not that interesting. Just the uncommons. That's the most interesting. Yes, Liliana and Karn are in here. Let's just hope that we get either or both of them. That would be fun, wouldn't it? A zombie token, and we have a foil Satyr Wayfinder. And our first mythic is a Vengevine. For 4 mana we get a 4/3 haste, and whenever you cast a spell, if it's the second creature spell you cast this turn, you may return Vengevine to your, from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't know if this is being played still, but I remember around Zendikar this used to be a very good card. Dreamscape Artist, Dagmar Salvage, and a Stinger Fling Spider. Right, oh wait. So that's our first mythic so far. I really hope we get the other mythics a little bit at the end of the box. Would be fun. Well, we have a foil Buried Alive, very nice, very nice. And we have a Visions of Beyond. It's an instant for 1. Draw a card. If a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, draw 3 cards instead. It's just a rare, nothing special there. Miraculous Recovery, Conflagrate, and Emancipation Angel. And some more stuff. Alright. Zombie token. We get a foil Revelark, which is a rare. Well, it's a foil rare, but that doesn't say anything. I've seen a video where someone, I believe it was from Rudy, Alpha Investments, that he pulled 3 foil rares from a box. That's just insane. Well, anyway, it's a foil rare. For 5 mana, it's a 4/3 flying, and when it leaves the battlefield, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it has Evoke 5. And we have Spoils of the Vault. For 1, we get an instant. Choose a card name. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card with that name. Then put that card into your hand, exile all other cards revealed this way, and you lose 1 life for each of the exiled cards. Alright. Eternal Witness. Ooh, very nice. Grave Strength and a Mahamodi Jinn. And some other cards. Alright. It's a bit of a mess in the box. You guys can see that? Well, we have a Citizen. And we have a foil Treasure Cruise. Nice. That's one of the foils. Well, that's actually a nice foil. Too bad it's... I believe it's banned, isn't it? In Modern. And we have a Sovereigns of Lost Alara. For 6 mana we get a 4/5 with Exalted. And whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you may search your library for an aura card that could enchant that creature. Put it onto the battlefield attached to that creature, then shuffle your library. Alright. Stream of Consciousness, Malevolent Whispers, and another Mahamodi Jinn. Yeah, we still have the box topper to go. But not yet. We have an Ooze. We get a foil Stitched Drake. Then we get a Woodfall Primus. For 8 mana it's a 6/6 trample. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-creature permanent, and it has Persist. We get a Shriekmaw, Plume Veil, and another Emancipation Angel. Oh, there's a split card in here. Fire and Ice. Nice. Fairy Rogue. Get another foil rare Glen Elandra Archmage. It's a 4 mana 2/2 flying with sacrifice Glen Elandra Archmage, counter target non-creature spell. It has Persist. And we get Tasigur, the Golden Fang. For 6 mana we get a 4/5 with Delve, and for 4 mana put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Very happy with this one. Didn't have one yet, and yeah, it's always good to pull cards that you don't have yet. Heap Dole, Sigil of the New Dawn, and Forbidden Alchemy. A zombie token. We get a foil Mark of the Vampire, and we have Mikaeus the Unhallowed. Well, it's a mythic. Unfortunately, it's our second mythic so far, so that's too bad. For 6 mana, we get a 5/5 Intimidate. Whenever a human deals damage to you, destroy it. Other non-human creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Undying. Now, I didn't have this one either, so that's also very good. Oh, we have a Kitchen Finks. Very nice. Shirei and Garna. Well, well, well. We get an Elemental token, and we get a foil Miming Slime. And then we have a Disrupting Shoal. For 2 and X, you may exile a blue card with converted mana cost X from your hand rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Counter target spell if its converted mana cost is X. Alright. Desperate Ritual, Magma, and Golgari Charm. Homunculus, we get a foil Frantic Search. Ooh, Frantic Search has been reprinted, that's right. Very cool. And we get our first manland, a Stirring Wildwoods, which is the green and white one. They all enter tapped. They produce either one of the 2 mana, and then for some mana until end of turn, Stirring Wildwood becomes a 3/4 green and white elemental creature with reach. It's still a land, and all of the lands have something like that. Then a different ability. Lava Spike, very nice reprint. Blast of Genius and a Golgari Thug. We have an elemental. We have a foil arena athlete, which is a common. And we have a maelstrom pulse. For 3, sorcery, destroy target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. I remember this was actually quite a good card. I don't know if that's still the case, but yeah, that's not too bad. Appetite for Brains, Iridescent Drake, and an Angel of Despair. Right, next pack we have an Elemental, we get a Foil Beacon Apparition, and we have Squee, the Goblin Nabob. For 3 we get a 1/1, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you may return Squee from your graveyard to your hand. And we get a Mage Ring Network, Boneyard Worm, and a Phalanx Leader. Haven't been really any cards yet where I go wow, so let's just see if we still have some way to go here. So first of all we get a foil. Yes, we get a foil. Well, that's always good. That's very cool. Yeah, this is an old card from Prophecy, I believe, and back in the day we were always making fun of a foil, but I never got one. And we have Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. That's a good rare to have. A legendary land, and each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. It's a staple in a lot of commander decks, so that's not too bad. We get a Mistveil Plains, Sleight of Hand, good card, and a Young Pyromancer. Right. A Soldier token, and we have a foil Sultai Skullkeeper and Rhea Dawnbringer. For 9 mana we get a 4/6 flying, and at the beginning of your upkeep you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not too happy about that one. Spider Spawnling, Devoted Druid, and a Rogue's Passage. We have a Spider token, and we get a foil Fiend Hunter and a Talrand the Sky Summoner. The weakest rare in the set, I think. For 4 it's a 2/2, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. Unstable Mutation, Magmaw, and a Mystic Retrieval. Oh. Right, a Worm token, a black Worm token. I don't remember these. What's it from? I don't know. We get a foil Malevolent Whispers, and we have a Sublime Archangel, which is 4/3 flying with Exalted for 4 mana. Other creatures you control have Exalted. Then we get an Ancestor's Chosen, Hero of Lena Tower, and Apprentice Necromancer. I think it's time to open up the box topper. We didn't have much luck so far, so let's just hope our luck will be turned around. Well, the card itself looks good. What's it? Is it? Oh, Leovold, the Emissary of Trest. Now that's a good card to have. Wow. That's a very nice card. I don't know what the price is, but my assistant will look it up right now. So, Leovold. Oh, that's very good. I didn't have this one either. For 3 mana, it's a 3/3. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. Well, there is something. Ho! That is very nice. Yeah, let's just continue opening while she looks at the price. We have a spirit token. Oh, well, the price is around 75 euros. Well, that's nice. Very nice. Right, spirit token, we get a foil Turn to Mist, and we have a Goryo's Vengeance with a new art. For 2 mana, it's an instant. Return target legendary creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, and splice onto Arcana for 3. Well, that's at least something, isn't it? Dreamscape Artist, Chainer's Edict, nice! That's a good reprint, an uncommon. Very nice to have that. It's from the old Torment set and Urban Evolution. Right, we still have some boosters to go, and hopefully we still have a mythic to go. Zombie token, we get a foil Patchwork Gnomes and a Balefire Dragon. As a mythic. Well, it's not the mythic I hope to get, but it's a 6/6 flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to each creature that player controls. Used to be a big card around, when was it? Innistrad, I believe. But these days I don't think it's much. Vengeful Rebirth. Ooh, very beautiful art. We have a Stinger Fling Spider, and we have a Spirit Cairn. Zombie token, we have a foil Fire and Ice, nice. And we have a Golgari Grave Troll for 5/0/0 that enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature card in your graveyard. And then if you pay 1 and remove a +1/+1 counter from Golgari Grave Troll, regenerate it, and it has Dredge 6. Songs of the Damned, Anger, and Living Lore. We're almost there. 5 boosters to go. What can we possibly get from these? Elemental token. We have a foil Conviction, and we have Life from the Loam. Now that's a good card. That's a good rare to pull. For 2, it's a sorcery. Return up to 3 target land cards from your graveyard to your hand, and it has Dredge 3. Stream of Consciousness. Brawn. And War Leader's Helix. And we have a Spider token, and we have a foil Defy Gravity and a Raging Ravine, which is one of the other manlands, green and red. Onto end of turn, Raging Ravine becomes a 3/3 green and red elemental creature. With, whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's still a land. Not the ones you want. Wild Hunger, Artisan of Kozilek, and a Ghoul Steed. Ugh. 3 boosters to go. Spirit token. We have a foil Iridescent Drake. And we have a Phyrexian Tower. Tap for colorless mana or sacrifice a creature at 2 black. Alright, we get a Firewing Phoenix, a Snake Umbra, and a Laboratory Maniac. 2 more packs. We get a Homunculus token. We get a foil Wild Mongrel and a Daybreak Coronet. For 2, it's an aura, enchant creature with another aura attached to it. Gets +3/+3, has First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Murder's Redcap, Reviving Vapors, and a Buried Alive. And then for our final pack, will we get something to redeem this box? Apart from, well, Leovold, of course. Spark Elemental. We get a foil Offal Snout. And we have, ooh, an Emrakul, the Aeon Storm, which is the 4th mythic. Well, this is actually a mythic I don't mind pulling. Even though it's banned in Commander. It's a 15/15 for 15 mana. It can be countered, and when you cast this spell, take an extra turn after this one. Flying, protection from colored spells, Annihilator 6. When Emrakul, the Aeon Storm, is put into the graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles their graveyard into their library. Now you can see why this is banned. Yeah, because of shenanigans like Quicksilver Amulets and Joyra of the Gitu. Right, well, that's a good ending. Bor Umbra, Unburial Rites, and a Circular Logic. There we have it. So, what do we pull? These 4 mythics. Mikaeus isn't too bad, and Emrakul isn't too bad. The other 2 are a bit meh. And of course, our good friend Leovold. Yes, very nice. All in all, I'm a bit mixed about this box. If it wasn't for Leovold, it would have been a very crappy box. At least he raised the total, which I don't know what the total is, but he raised it all by himself a little bit more. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.